Hi friends, it's Mike here, and welcome back to Simply Bougie. Such a dork. So as some of you may remember, autumn is definitely my favorite time of the year, but what I love even more than just the autumn season is Halloween itself. So today's episode is going to be a little special and different. I'm going to go pick up a couple friends and we're going to do a little day trip, and it's going to be all kinds of fun and bougie, and it's going to be centered around the Halloween theme. So I'm excited for that, but I'm not going to tell you quite yet what it is until we get there. But before we get started with the video, don't forget, if you go to the link provided below, my good friend Danny at her Etsy shop, Crystal and Moss Dragon, is offering a 15% discount for all of those who use code Bougie at checkout. So if you want to live your bougiest life, go to check that link, get your goodies, and we're going to start a road trip. And I got to get some iced coffee and hit the road. So I'll see you guys in a little bit.
All right, so I got my iced coffee for me and my friends, and now I'm heading to pick them up. Yeah, I did do one little mistake and forgot to bring snacks because I was just so excited for our trip today and getting to hang out with them and gossiping and laughing and singing on the way that, that kind of slipped my mind. Because to me, having drinks and snacks on your route to a fun day trip always makes it that much more worthwhile. But my friends like coffee. I don't think they're going to complain too much because, either way, taking care of them that way. So we are now on the turnpike headed to Cleveland, Ohio. So that's your first little hint as to where we're going if you know the area at all. But we're currently taking in all the lovely foliage of the fall season. And I don't know why my voice just collapsed like that. And we decided to do a little car trip karaoke. We're sticking to the 80s theme, and I'm completely tone deaf. So I don't care what anybody says. I'm hoping to crush it and win this little karaoke challenge because I deserve it. And yes, here we are, the Buckland Museum of Witchcraft and Magic in Cleveland, Ohio. So I was fortunate enough to hear about this place a couple years back by some really good friends of mine, Tanya and Joey, and they introduced me to this place, and I have been coming ever since. Now they are open year round, but obviously, coming during the Halloween season always makes it an extra fun trip because it's putting you into that Halloween spirit. Actually, last year I went in between Halloween and Christmas because I decided to make a holiday mashup, and I went to the Buckland Museum and then went to the Christmas Story house that is about 10-15 minutes away from here. So yes, that's something in addition that we have in our area. So currently we are looking through the gift shop here prior to our tour, and they have lovely items. They have plenty of crystals and books and everything you could think of in between. Now we started our tour of the museum. Stephen here, who is the curator of the museum, he did a fantastic job. He walked us around, gave us stories relating to the different items, explaining Ray Buckland's whole journey with bringing the modern day Wiccan community into the US and all that good stuff. Now, I'm obviously not going to go into detail or tell you any information the way he did because, first off, I wouldn't do it any justice. But aside from that, obviously, the point of this museum is to have people go in, look, see, hear the stories, and have the experience themselves. It's not for me to, tell their story for them. But they were gracious enough to allow me to get some footage of the inside here so that way I could share it with everybody. And I just had such a great time. I learned a lot of interesting facts showing, the difference between what Hollywood perceives witchcraft to be versus reality. So that's obviously, a very interesting point there because they make it out to be some scary green vapors coming out of people's hands and all that, whereas the truth is not at all like that. So we had a lovely tour, enjoyed our time, and I really appreciated too that they took the COVID-19 measures and did everything as best they could to stick to those guidelines. And I have a weird fascination with Ouija boards and all that good stuff. So there you have it. All right, guys, so there you have it. That concludes our trip to the Buckland Museum of Witchcraft and Magic in Cleveland, Ohio. So we actually stopped and got some fast food first before we head home, because obviously, we're trying to stay a little correct with the COVID-19 rules and regulations. So we didn't want to go into any restaurants and deal with all that jazz. So we got some fast food, sat in the car and ate it, and had a good old time, had a few laughs, talked about some whatevers, the trip we did, and all that good stuff. And then back on the road, staring at all these lovely trees, enjoying nature, and yes, you know it, we did the carpool karaoke again, continued with the 80s theme. In my opinion, I won because obviously we all know I'm tone deaf, so the fact that I sang in front of people to me was a win.
Alrighty, so there we have it. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of tired because I was driving all day and I was dancing my butt off and singing like an idiot. But I had the best time of my life, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys get the opportunity to go and check out the Buckland Witchcraft Museum. And if not, find the closest thing that you can to that in your area. Celebrate your seasons, enjoy your areas, live that bougie life, doing the things that make you happy and experiencing new things, hanging with friends. And with that, I'm going to probably go sit my butt on the couch and watch a scary 80s Halloween movie to go along with our 80s themed karaoke party. So yeah, with that in mind, I'll see you next time. Bye.